Today, I have a message for you that holds the power to transform your life in miraculous ways. Well, let's unlock the magic that lies within you. Someone once told me, "You gave me the most wonderful gift. You gave me the gift of myself." How profound is that? Many of us wander through life without truly knowing who we are, what we feel, or what we want. But life, my dear friends, is a journey of self-discovery. To be enlightened is to dive deep within ourselves, to understand our true essence, and to realize the incredible power we hold to shape our reality. It all begins with love. Love for ourselves. Love isn't just about being nice to others or giving hugs. It's much bigger than that. When we truly love, it's like we're unlocking a special door inside of us, one that leads to our very best selves. It's not selfish to love ourselves. In fact, it's the opposite. When we take care of ourselves and love ourselves no matter what, amazing things start to happen. Imagine your heart is like a magical treasure chest. Inside, there's all sorts of wonderful things waiting to burst out. Happiness, success, and feeling really good about who you are. When we love ourselves unconditionally, it's like we're opening up that treasure chest and letting all those good things flood into our lives. Think about it like this. When you're kind to yourself and treat yourself with love, it's like planting seeds in a garden. Those seeds grow into beautiful flowers that make your whole world brighter. You start to feel happier, more confident, and more at peace with yourself and the world around you. But it's not just about feeling good. It's also about attracting good things into our lives. When we love ourselves, we send out a signal to the universe that says, "Hey, I'm ready for good things to come my way." And you know what? The universe listens. It starts sending us all sorts of amazing opportunities and blessings because it knows we're open and ready to receive them. And here's the really cool part. When we're filled with love and positivity, it's contagious. It spreads to everyone around us, like ripples in a pond. Suddenly, our friends, family, and even strangers start feeling happier and more joyful too. It's like we're creating a ripple effect of love and goodness wherever we go. So how do we tap into this amazing power of love? It starts with simple acts of kindness and self-care. Take a moment each day to do something nice for yourself, whether it's taking a relaxing bath, going for a walk in nature, or simply giving yourself a pep talk in the mirror. Treat yourself with the same love and compassion you would give to your best friend. You see, love is the very fabric of the universe. It's the binding force that holds everything together. When we embrace love, we align ourselves with the infinite wisdom and abundance of the cosmos. Unfortunately, many of us place conditions on our love, waiting for external circumstances to change before we fully embrace ourselves. But my dear friends, the time for self-love is now. I believe that our planet is in need of love now more than ever. We are faced with challenges, yes, but these challenges are opportunities for us to open our hearts, to transcend our differences, and to come together in love and unity. We're living in a time where everything around us is changing, both for us individually and globally. It's like we're in the middle of a big dance where everyone has their own special moves. And guess what? We picked this exact time to be here. We chose to join in on all this excitement because we wanted to be part of making things better for ourselves and for the whole world. It's like we signed up for a big adventure, ready to spread love and bring peace to everyone and everything around us. You see, each of us has a role to play in this grand scheme of things. It's like we're all actors in a play, and the script is all about change and transformation. We're not just bystanders watching things happen. We're the ones making them happen. We're the heroes of our own stories, and together we're creating a brighter future for everyone. So, Why did we choose to be here at this moment? Well, it's because deep down, we knew we had something special to offer. We wanted to be part of this amazing time of change because we believed in the power of love and peace. We wanted to spread joy and make the world a better place for ourselves and for generations to come. Think about it like this. We're all like pieces of a puzzle, each one unique and important. And when we come together, we create something beautiful and whole. That's what we're doing right now, coming together to create a world filled with love, kindness, and understanding. Once upon a time, we used to think that someone or something outside of ourselves had all the answers. We looked to others to save us, to fix our problems, and to make everything better. But guess what? We've woken up to a big, beautiful truth. The power we've been searching for has been inside of us all along. It's like we've been living in a big, fancy mansion, but we've only been exploring one tiny room. Now we're starting to realize that there's a whole world of possibilities waiting for us if we just step outside that room and explore the rest of the house. We're not just passive observers in this game of life. We're the ones holding the controller. We get to decide how the story unfolds, what adventures we go on, and how we overcome challenges along the way. We're like the architects of our own destiny, designing our lives exactly how we want them to be. It's kind of like being the captain of a ship. We're the ones steering the boat, charting our course, and navigating the waters ahead. Sure, there might be storms and rough seas along the way, but we have the power to steer through them and reach our destination. So, how do we tap into this amazing power within us? It starts with realizing that we are more than just our physical bodies. We're spiritual beings having a human experience with a spark of divinity inside of us that connects us to something greater than ourselves. When we tune into this inner wisdom, we start to see things differently. We realize that we have the power to create our own reality, to manifest our dreams, and to make our wildest fantasies come true. It's like having a magic wand that can turn our thoughts into reality, but with great power comes great responsibility. We have to be mindful of the thoughts we think, the words we speak, and the actions we take, because they all have the power to shape our reality. It's like planting seeds in a garden. If we want to grow beautiful flowers, we have to nourish the soil and tend to the plants with love and care. If you're not willing to love yourself today, then when? Tomorrow? Next year? My dear friends, today is the day to embrace yourself fully, without any expectations or conditions. Let us create a world where love knows no bounds, where we can express ourselves authentically and be accepted and loved for who we are. It all starts with self-love. The Bible tells us to love thy neighbor as thyself. But how often do we forget the last part, as thyself? We cannot truly love others until we first love ourselves. Self-love is the greatest gift we can give ourselves. When we love ourselves, we break free from the cycle of hurt and pain, and we pave the way for a world of peace, understanding, and compassion. So I invite you to choose love. Choose it every day, in every moment. Let love be your guiding light, your North Star, leading you to a life of abundance and joy. The whole universe will magically start working for you when you choose love. This is your message, your invitation to embrace the infinite power of love within you. Blessings to you all. Opportunity to connect with the power within us, the divine spark that guides us towards our highest good. This practice I'm about to share is like watering the seeds of love and abundance within your soul garden. Let's start by talking about something really important, self-love. Some people might think it's selfish to love yourself, but it's actually super important. When you love yourself no matter what, it's like opening a door to all sorts of amazing things in your life. So Here's a little challenge for you. Every morning, take a moment to look in the mirror. Really look at yourself, deep into your own eyes, and then say these words out loud. I love and accept myself exactly as I am. It might feel a little strange at first, but trust me, it's worth it. When you say those words, you're telling yourself that you're worthy of love, just as you are. You're reminding yourself that you're enough, just the way you are. And here's the cool part. The more you say it, the more you start to believe it. It's like planting seeds of love in your heart and watching them grow into beautiful flowers of self-acceptance. Affirmations are like little love notes to yourself. They're simple words, but oh so powerful. When you repeat them often enough, they sink deep into your subconscious mind and start to change the way you think and feel. Think of your mind like a garden. If you plant seeds of negativity, you'll grow weeds of doubt and fear. But if you plant seeds of positivity, you'll grow flowers of love and joy. Affirmations are like planting seeds of positivity in your mind's garden. So take a moment each day to repeat affirmations that resonate with you. Maybe it's something like, I am worthy of love and joy, or I am deserving of all the good that life has to offer. Say them out loud or silently to yourself, whichever feels more comfortable. As you repeat these affirmations, imagine them taking root in your mind, like tiny seeds sprouting and growing into beautiful flowers. Feel the warmth of their petals as they bloom inside you, filling you with a sense of confidence and self-worth. And here's the cool part. The more you repeat these affirmations, the stronger they become. It's like watering your mind's garden every day, nurturing those little seeds of positivity until they grow into mighty oak trees of belief. Forgiveness is like a magic eraser for our hearts. When we hold on to anger and resentment, it's like carrying around a heavy backpack full of rocks. It weighs us down and makes it hard to move forward on our journey. That's why it's so important to forgive. Not just others, but ourselves too. We all make mistakes, and holding on to guilt and shame only keeps us stuck in the past. So take a deep breath and let it go. Say to yourself, I forgive myself for any mistakes I've made. I release all the negative feelings and choose to move forward with love and compassion. And when it comes to forgiving others, remember that it's not about condoning their actions or saying that what they did was okay. It's about freeing yourself from the burden of resentment and anger. So take another deep breath and say, I forgive Name for what they did. I release all resentment and choose to forgive. I am free. Repeat this affirmation as often as you need to, until you truly feel the weight lifting off your shoulders. Forgiveness isn't always easy, but it's worth it. It's like opening a window and letting in a breath of fresh air. It clears away the cobwebs of the past and allows new possibilities to come into your life. Meditation is like taking a gentle stroll through your mind's garden. It's a wonderful way to calm down your busy thoughts and listen to the wise voice inside you. You don't need anything fancy to meditate, just a few quiet moments and a willingness to relax. Each day, find a comfy spot to sit and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in, feeling the air fill your lungs, and then slowly breathe out, releasing any tension in your body. As you sit there, imagine yourself surrounded by a bubble of calmness, like a cozy blanket wrapping around you. Focus on your breath, the way it feels as it enters and leaves your body. Notice how your chest rises and falls with each inhale and exhale. If your mind starts to wander, gently guide it back to your breath, like steering a boat back onto course. As you continue to breathe deeply, let go of any worries or stress you may be carrying. Imagine them as clouds drifting away in the sky, leaving behind a clear blue expanse. Allow yourself to be fully present in the moment, soaking up the peace and tranquility that surrounds you. Know that in this moment, all is well. You are safe, you are loved, and you are exactly where you need to be. Feel a sense of gratitude for this time you've carved out for yourself, knowing that it's a precious gift you're giving to your mind, body, and soul. Gratitude is like a magical magnet that brings wonderful things into your life. It's like having a superpower that makes good things happen. And guess what? You have this superpower too. All you need to do is practice gratitude every day. Every morning when you wake up, take a moment to think about all the good stuff in your life. It could be big things like having a cozy home with a roof over your head, Or it could be small things, like the smell of your favorite food, cooking in the kitchen. Then say thank you for these blessings. Thank you for the warm bed you sleep in, for the delicious meals you eat, and for the people who love you. When you express gratitude for what you have, it's like sending out an invitation to more good things to come your way. The more you appreciate the good stuff in your life, the more good stuff you'll attract. It's like magic. When you focus on what you're grateful for, you start to notice even more things to be grateful for. It's like opening your eyes to a world full of wonders. So make it a habit to practice gratitude every day. Maybe you write down 3 things you're thankful for in a journal. Or maybe you simply take a moment to think about them before you go to bed. However you do it, just make sure to take that time to reflect on all the wonderful things in your life. And here's the coolest part. The more you practice gratitude, the more miracles you'll attract into your life. It's like a cycle of positivity. The more you appreciate, the more you'll have to appreciate. It's like filling up a treasure chest with gold coins of happiness and joy. Visualization, the act of picturing what you want in your mind, is like magic for making your dreams come true. It's simple, but oh so powerful. All you need to do is shut your eyes and picture yourself living the life you've always wanted. Imagine yourself surrounded by happiness, surrounded by all the good things you could ever wish for. Picture yourself smiling, feeling the warmth of love all around you, and seeing abundance in every aspect of your life. Believe in what you see. Believe that this dream life is not just a fantasy, but a future reality. Trust that the universe is listening to your desires and is already working to make them happen. And finally, self-care is non-negotiable. Make time each day to nourish your body, mind, and spirit. Whether it's through exercise, healthy eating, or simply taking a bubble bath, prioritize your well-being. By practicing these simple yet profound principles daily, you are opening yourself up to a world of infinite possibilities. So take a deep breath, trust in the process, and know that the universe has your back. You are loved, you are worthy, and you are capable of creating the life of your dreams. In a record, patterns that our minds automatically follow based on repetition. These patterns can either serve us or hold us back, depending on whether they are positive or negative. And guess what? We have the power to choose which habits we want to cultivate. So what are these habits that can break the negative programming of our minds? Let's explore 5 of them together. Let's delve into the first habit. Affirmations, the powerful tool for transformation. Affirmations are like seeds that we plant in the garden of our minds. They're positive statements or phrases that we say to ourselves repeatedly to create new, empowering beliefs. Now, why are affirmations so important? Well, think of your mind as a garden. If you plant seeds of negativity, like I'm not good enough or I'll never succeed, those negative thoughts will grow and flourish, just like weeds in a garden. But if you plant seeds of positivity and abundance, like I am successful or I am worthy of love and happiness, those positive thoughts will blossom and bear fruit. That's where affirmations come in. They're like little seeds of positivity that we can plant in our minds every day. When we repeat affirmations to ourselves, we're programming our subconscious mind with new, empowering beliefs. Instead of focusing on what we lack or what we can't do, we're focusing on what we want to create and achieve in our lives. Now, here's the key. Affirmations are most effective when they're in the present tense, as if they're already true. So instead of saying, I will be successful, say, I am successful. Instead of saying, I will find love, say, I am worthy of love, and I attract it effortlessly into my life. When we affirm the positive in this way, we're sending a powerful message to our subconscious mind. We're telling ourselves that these positive outcomes are not just possible, but inevitable. And as we continue to repeat these affirmations, they start to sink in deeper and deeper until they become our new reality. Now, let's take a closer look at the second habit, letting go. It's one of the most powerful habits we can practice. You see, holding on to past hurts, resentments, or limiting beliefs only brings us down. It's like carrying a heavy backpack full of rocks. It weighs us down and keeps us stuck in old, unhelpful patterns. But just like the woman who let go of the lump in her breast during one of my lectures, we too can release what no longer serves us. It's not easy, but it's incredibly freeing. Letting go is all about surrendering to the flow of life and trusting that everything is happening for our highest good. It's about loosening our grip on the past and allowing ourselves to move forward with grace and ease. When we let go of past hurts and resentments, we create space for healing and growth. We free ourselves from the chains of the past and open ourselves up to new possibilities and opportunities. But letting go isn't just about releasing negative emotions. It's also about letting go of limiting beliefs that hold us back. It's about challenging the stories we tell ourselves about who we are and what we're capable of, and choosing to believe in our own potential instead. Now, let's take a closer look at the third habit, self-love. Self-love, the cornerstone of everything. I often say that the most vital relationship we'll ever have is the one we have with ourselves. But what does it really mean to love ourselves? Loving ourselves means treating ourselves with kindness, compassion, and forgiveness, just like we would treat a dear friend. It means giving ourselves permission to make mistakes and grow from them rather than being hard on ourselves. When we cultivate self-love, we're acknowledging our worthiness and recognizing that we deserve all the love and abundance that the universe has to offer. It's like opening our arms to receive all the goodness that life has in store for us. But self-love goes even deeper than that. It's about accepting ourselves exactly as we are, flaws and all, and embracing our unique gifts and talents. It's about knowing that we are enough just as we are, and that we don't need to prove our worthiness to anyone else. When we love ourselves unconditionally, we break free from the chains of self-doubt and insecurity. We step into our power and embrace our true selves, shining brightly in the world without fear or hesitation. So, how can we cultivate self-love in our daily lives? It starts with small acts of kindness and compassion towards ourselves. It means taking care of our physical, emotional, and spiritual needs and prioritizing our well-being above all else. Now let's dive into the fourth habit, positive self-talk. Oh, how powerful our words are. They have the ability to shape our reality in ways we might not even realize. The way we speak to ourselves matters a whole lot. It's like planting seeds in a garden. If we sow positive words, we'll reap positive thoughts and beliefs. Positive self-talk is all about changing the way we speak to ourselves. Instead of being our own worst critic, we can be our biggest cheerleader. Instead of focusing on what we lack or where we fall short, we can focus on our strengths and accomplishments. When we practice positive self-talk, we're reframing our thoughts and beliefs in a more empowering way. We're choosing to see ourselves in a positive light, and that can make a world of difference in how we feel and how we navigate through life. So instead of saying, "I'm not good enough," or "I'll never succeed," we can say, "I am capable and worthy of success." Instead of dwelling on past mistakes, we can focus on the lessons we've learned and how they've helped us grow. Every word we speak to ourselves is like a prayer to the universe. It's like sending out a signal of what we want to attract into our lives. So let's make sure we're speaking words of love, abundance, and positivity. Now let's take a closer look at the fifth habit, gratitude. Gratitude is like a magical force that brings goodness into our lives. When we take time to appreciate the things we're thankful for, amazing things start to happen. It's like turning on a light in a dark room. Suddenly, Everything feels brighter and more hopeful. Imagine gratitude as a magnet. When we focus on the good things in our lives, we attract even more blessings. It's as if the universe hears our gratitude and responds by sending us even more reasons to be thankful. So, instead of dwelling on what we don't have, let's shift our focus to all the wonderful things we do have. Gratitude is a simple habit, but its impact is profound. It has the power to change our entire outlook on life. When we make gratitude a part of our daily routine, we begin to see the world through a different lens, one of abundance and possibility. There are many ways to practice gratitude. Some people like to keep a gratitude journal where they write down 3 things they're thankful for each day. Others prefer to say thank you out loud, whether it's to a friend, a family member, or the universe itself. And sometimes, all it takes is a moment of stillness to pause and appreciate the beauty that surrounds us. No matter how we choose to express it, the important thing is that we make gratitude a priority in our lives. So, let's commit to practicing gratitude each and every day. Let's take a moment to count our blessings and acknowledge the abundance that exists all around us. In doing so, we'll not only invite more positivity into our lives, but we'll also cultivate a deeper sense of happiness and fulfillment. And that, my friends, is a truly wonderful gift. By cultivating these habits, we can break free from the negative programming of our minds and take control of our lives. Remember, the power to change is within you. You are worthy of all the love, joy, and abundance in the world. So, let's embrace these habits with an open heart and watch as our lives transform before our very eyes. Worth exploring, isn't it? Now let's take a moment to reflect on this idea. Our clothes, the very fabric that adorns our bodies, have the potential to carry energy, both positive and negative. Think about it. Throughout the day, we encounter various situations and interactions that can leave residual energy on our clothes. Whether it's the hustle and bustle of the city streets or the tensions we experience in our daily lives, our clothes are like silent observers, soaking up all the energy around us. It's kind of like when you dip a sponge into water, it soaks up all the wetness around it. Well, our clothes do the same thing, but instead of water, they soak up the energy. So when you're walking through the busy streets of the city, all that hustle and bustle, the honking horns, the rushing people, the loud noises, it's like a big energy soup, and your clothes are right there in the middle of it, soaking it all up. And when you're dealing with the tensions and stresses of everyday life, the arguments, the deadlines, the worries, it's like your clothes are right there with you, absorbing all that negative energy like a sponge. Now, you might be thinking, well, that doesn't sound very good. I don't want my clothes soaking up all that negative energy. And you're right, it's not ideal. Because just like a sponge can get all soggy and gross if it's filled with too much water, our clothes can start to feel heavy and yucky if they're filled with too much negative energy. But here's the thing, our clothes don't just soak up the bad stuff, they also soak up the good stuff. So, if you're walking through the city streets on a beautiful sunny day, feeling happy and grateful, your clothes are right there with you, soaking up all that positive energy like a sponge. It's kind of like having a little energy buddy with you wherever you go. Your clothes are there to support you and keep you company, but they also have their own job to do. They're there to soak up all the energy, both good and bad, and hold on to it until you're ready to let it go. Now, you might be wondering, what does this mean for me? Well, my dear friend, it means that if we're not mindful of the energy we carry and the energy we allow into our space, our clothes can become carriers of negative energy, attracting unwanted luck into our lives. So, what can we do about it? How can we ensure that our clothes remain vessels of positivity and light? It's quite simple, really. Just as we cleanse our bodies and our homes, we must also cleanse our clothes. One powerful way to cleanse your clothes of negative energy is through the practice of intention setting and affirmation. This means deciding what you want and saying positive things to make it happen. Before putting on a garment, take a moment to infuse it with love and positivity. Imagine you're giving your clothes a big hug and filling them up with good vibes. You can do this by holding the garment close to your heart and repeating affirmations, which are like little pep talks for yourself. Affirmations are positive statements that you say to yourself to help you feel good. They're like little reminders of how awesome you are and what you want to bring into your life. You can think of them as little seeds that you plant in your mind, which grow into beautiful flowers of positivity. So, when you're holding your clothes, you can say things like, "I am surrounded by love and light. Only positive energy resides within me and my clothes." Saying affirmations is like casting a magic spell of positivity over your clothes. You're declaring to the universe that you only want good things around you. And the cool thing is, the more you say these positive affirmations, the more you start to believe them. It's like training your brain to focus on the good stuff instead of the not so good stuff. When you're setting intentions for your clothes, you're basically telling them what you want them to do for you. It's like giving them a job to do. So when you're holding your clothes and saying your affirmations, you can also think about what you want them to help you with. Maybe you want them to make you feel confident and happy, or maybe you want them to attract abundance and success into your life. By consciously infusing your clothes with love and positivity, you create a protective barrier that repels negative energy and invites abundance and good fortune into your life. Another powerful technique for cleansing your clothes is through the use of sacred herbs and crystals. Sage, for example, has been used for centuries to purify spaces and objects, including clothing. Sage is like a magical plant that helps make things better. You can get sage in a bundle, like a little bunch of sticks tied together. To use it, you light the end of the bundle until it starts to smolder and let the smoke fill the air around you and your clothes. It smells really nice too, like a cozy campfire. When you smudge your clothes with sage smoke, it's like giving them a little energy bath. You can think of it as a special cleaning process for your clothes' energy. As you move the smoldering sage bundle around your clothes, you can imagine any bad vibes or negative feelings floating away with the smoke. It's like saying goodbye to all the yucky stuff that might be clinging to your clothes and making you feel less than your best. Visualizing means picturing something in your mind. So, when you're smudging your clothes with sage, you can close your eyes and imagine all the negative energy disappearing. You might picture it as dark clouds or heavy fog lifting away, leaving your clothes and your energy feeling light and fresh. It's like hitting the reset button on your day, giving yourself a clean slate to start anew. The idea behind smudging with sage is to clear away any energy that's not serving you. Sometimes, without even realizing it, we pick up on other people's feelings or the vibes from places we've been. It's like when you walk into a room and you can just feel that something's off. Smudging with sage helps to clear out that stale energy and make room for positivity and good vibes to flow freely. It's a simple yet powerful practice that you can incorporate into your daily routine. Whether you're getting ready for work in the morning or winding down for bed at night, taking a few moments to smudge your clothes with sage can make a big difference in how you feel. You might notice that you feel lighter, more grounded, and more at peace after smudging. And sage isn't the only herb you can use for cleansing your clothes. There are other herbs like lavender, rosemary, and cedar that also have cleansing properties. You can experiment with different herbs and find what works best for you. Just like sage, you can burn these herbs to create cleansing smoke or use them in other forms like essential oils or sachets. Crystals, such as clear quartz and amethyst, are also wonderful allies in the quest for energetic purification. You can place these crystals in your wardrobe or adorn your clothes with them, allowing their radiant energy to cleanse and protect your garments. You are the creator of your reality. You have the power to infuse every aspect of your life, including your clothes, with love, light, and positivity. By doing so, you can ward off negative energy and invite blessings beyond your wildest dreams. So, the next time you reach for your favorite garment, take a moment to pause and set your intention. Infuse it with love, cleanse it with sage, or adorn it with crystals. Trust in the power of your intention and watch as the universe responds with miracles and magic.